I've heard about myself. I've drawn and painted since before I can remember. When I was a kid, my mother told me just to draw where things were in relation to each other, and that's what I did. My dad shows his creativity through Legos and stop-motion videos we made with camcorder. As I got older, I was inspired by creative minds like Roald Dahl and Shel Silverstein. And in middle school, we had a perspective assignment, a single vanishing point project, where I received a lot of attention for the details I included in the landscape. Little things like a bulbous cow or a pig in a wagon. Anyways, that is where I found my favorite medium, watercolor and ink. I painted murals in schools and churches at no charge, and gradually people began to recognize my style. It's kind of like seeing familiar handwriting, just more so. I gave a lot of my work away to show appreciation for other people, but also because someone else may enjoy looking at it, while I could just paint something again. Even with my writing, though, sometimes I either destroyed my best work or drunkenly threw it out. I thought that if I were to proceed in life, it shouldn't be easy. I should have to prove myself again. If I sat on a portfolio, I might get lazy or otherwise confident. I don't know which is worse. Even in my first cross-country race, I stood idle in the woods until I only received a participation medal. I didn't ever want to be better than myself. I fell ill when I was 16, plagued with a nerve condition I suffer with to this day. The hospital staff was relieved when they realized I was only hunched over in the corner, over a pallet, painting, rather than being keeled over from grief. I continued to give my art away. I moved on, or so I thought, but when different medications stole my artistic fluency, when my vision failed and seizures transported me to different realms, I lost myself.
Okay, all I said is you work here. That's it.
When my work, be it a painting, a video, a stuffed animal, or even repeated words, made it back to me, I had an epiphany that my life left its imprint on my past, my being, my story, but also my surroundings. The healthcare system, as well as the community, got so grim during the pandemic that I believed myself to be in an intensive dementia patient training. I was so neglected as well as allergic to my meds that I could no longer feel my skin, but just as horrifyingly, had no more visual memory. My creativity had always given me a way through the trenches, a practice that could use any materials available, a cathartic outlet for all the pains in me. But in the creative process, I feel that most of the stress dissipated and simply left a stain or a fragment or a good try in the smash. The critics could say it's a masterpiece, but they could never feel what I felt.
By the way, I hope you're through.
Why's that?
Because I'm getting tired of saying things that you already know.
But I don't already know these things.
I'd like to call a halt to this if possible and get back to it another day.
I just have a few more questions to ask you.
Couldn't we hold off on these for a while?
We will travel past the beaten rain and be graceful after all.